Hi, my name is Michelle Santiago, and I am with the Kronos training team. Today, we're going to go over Kronos Timekeeper for employees. I will show you how to log in, explain the layout, how to record a punch, your time, when and where you need to fill out a time card adjustment form, what the indicators and the colors stand for, request a day off, how to how to approve your time card, how to print your time card, and how to view your accruals. So to start off, we're going to log into the Kronos Timekeeper desktop version, which normally it is timekeeper.queenslibrary.org. For training purposes, I will be using our QA version. So on here, I will be typing in my entire full email, which is michelle.santiago@queenslibrary.org. And I will be entering my NT account password, which is what I use to log into our email and our computers. Now, once you log in, this is your layout. You will see my information, which views your whole time card, your timestamp, and your widgets. On your my information, you will see the dates of the pay period. So our pay period here is from February 20th to March 5th. You will also see my schedule, what time I punched in, what time I punched out, whether we had a close date for a President's Day, or if I took some annual leave, the amount of time I used, how many hours was my shift, your daily, and then it automatically adds it up for the entire pay period. Now, in order to punch in from the desktop, over here where it says my timestamp, you will be clicking this one time, and it will show you a green check saying that it recorded your time at whatever time you punched in. Of course, for training purposes, I am using the QA, so it's a little, the times are off. Now here, it'll show you, if you give it a few seconds and then click refresh, it'll show you that I punched in at 3:38. And then that's all you have to do for the morning time for when you punch in. If you're going to punch out, you do the same thing and it'll come out on the next screen, on the next column over here. Okay. And if you punched in, let's say for this example, when you need to use a time card adjustment form, I punched in late and I forgot to tell my supervisor that I forgot to punch in, but I was in at 9:30, but I punched in anyway. So now I have to go and fill out a time card adjustment form, which is located on the QBPL staff page. If I open this up, I have it on my bookmark. So it'll be staff.qbpl.org. You will put in your information and your password, and it's where your health screening form is. So right next to, on the right side, is your time card adjustment form. You will fill out your fixed sections. You'll put in your location, your manager's name, what time was the day of the punch. If it's today, you'll put in for today, or if you do it the next day, put in the day that you missed it. You'll do your start time, your end time, explain what happened. Reason for missed punch: I forgot, the clock wasn't working, depends on what's the situation. Click you agree that the above information is correct and submit it. Your supervisor will receive an email so they can approve your time card adjustment request and fix your time card. They're the only ones that will be able to adjust any exceptions you have on your time card. Okay, now the colors over here, the indicators, let's say for this one, it's an unexcused absence. The blue means it's an excused absence. We had a President's Day, so it will give me an excuse. Normally, if it's green, it will tell you that your supervisor viewed it. So let's say for this one, I punched in at 9:57. You shouldn't be punching in any sooner than 9:55, by the way, if you're working from 10 to 6. Shouldn't be five, it should be 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after. It'll still give you the 7, but as you can see, if I punched out a minute early, it gave me an exception as an early out. My supervisor can mark that as viewed because as long as my hours match up, we will be fine. If you punch in after 6 minutes, then you will have to take it out of your annual leave, since annual leave is minute by minute. And sick leave is through 30 minutes. So if I would have punched in here at 11, I could have taken an hour and a half of sick leave if I came in because I had a doctor's appointment. It would show here so that way it can balance out the information here. Okay, and over here also it's like short break, long break. That was because I've been punching in and out just for training purposes. Okay. Now, once the pay period is done and you need to approve your time card, over here on the left-hand side, you will see where it says approve time card. If you click it once, it'll give you a drop-down menu, and once you approve your time card, it will turn yellow. Now, that means your supervisor will go in, change whatever you need to change. He or she needs to change, and they will approve it. Once they approve it, it turns green. Now, once that happens, it goes to payroll or finance, and they will approve it, and it will turn gray. Okay, and if you want to unapprove your time card, you can click the widget and hit remove time card approval, and it will turn it back to white. Now, I want to show you how to request a day off. So how to request a day off will be in this section of the widgets. We will click My Calendar. It will open up a tab window. You can view it as days, weeks, or months. So I'm going to put it as a month. I want to request the 21st off. So if I click that box and hit request time off, it will automatically populate the date. It'll give me for annual leave, but I can always go in and change it. Say I want my bonus day starting at 10 a.m. for 7 hours, and then I can go ahead and submit that. Okay. Your supervisor will then also receive an email stating that you requested that day off, and they will go in and approve it as long as they have coverage. Now, to print your time card. Now, if you just want to print your time card, you can leave it as is and click print time card. As you can see, it shows that it's just the time card that is printing. Now, if you wanted to print your accruals with it, you have to click the little widget here and click accruals or leave it in the totals and then hit print time card, and it will show you everything on the screen, as you can see. Okay, it'll give you all your accruals up to date, as well as any days that you took off or the end of the pay period shift, what you used, if you used an AL, or if you used there was a holiday, any regular hours, any shift premium, things like that. Since we were talking about accruals, to view your accruals on the desktop, normally when we log in, this is what we see. To view your accruals, you will click here, and it will show you your items down here. Now, the totals will be the totals for the week. So I had 1 day of annual leave. There was 1 holiday. This is my regular shift, which I have 52 hours and 8 minutes. And then I have a shift premium of 2 hours, and then it gives you your totals. On here, it shows you your accruals. What I have starting the available balance on the beginning of the pay period, versus the end of the balance at the end of the pay period. You have your annual leave rollover, your blood donation, if you have your bonus day additional, any comp time, your election day, your Juneteenth. If you use them, you will see all zeros, and it will give you zeros at the end balance, as well as Lincoln's birthday, any LWOP, sick leave, any sick leave that was donated, and so on. That's how you will view your accruals. Any corrections that were done will show in historical corrections. Any audits that were done, such as if they would put in your time card, they were doing the scheduling, if they edited your time card, since you filled out a time card request form, you will see all that there. And you can always click it again and it'll disappear, so you can just view your time card. Now, that's actually all for that you can do off the desktop. So I want to say thank you for joining me and have a good day. Oh, don't forget to sign out.